another weekly preview. It's AK47 over at Prime Trading Investments and TradeCaster.com. Let's get to it. July the 15th through the 19th this week. Already halfway through July as we're flying where to? All-time highs in one of the last 2 days we had with the SPY. Thursday, all the sell-offs coming. We're going to finally maybe see a pullback, maybe multi-day, maybe could lead to a multi-week. Who knows? We really haven't had many red days. You just go to the 4-hour time frame and look at the daily here. It's been a while since we've even had a multi-day pullback, really. You know, maybe here we can consider one at the end of May, here middle way through April. So it's been a while since we've had kind of a multi-day pullback. Well, not so fast, my friend, says the SPY. Is Friday, we go all the way back up and then create new all-time highs, even over the pre-market high from Thursday, and then this massive sell-off at the end of the day. So where do we go this week with levels? Let's get to it. I think we stay in a channel, in my opinion. There is no pullback, at least as of now. Not multi-day, at least. Right now, what I will say, the highs we created will be my normal high of the week. So moving back through 560 here, 560.20, watch for a pop to 560.75, and then around 561.50. Over that, watch for a pop right around here, 561.75-ish or so, and then up to 562 and a hair over it. Over that, then watch for that pop up to 563.65 area. That'll be my normal high of the week. Ultimate high of the week will take it through to 565, maybe to 567.50. Somewhere in there would be my ultimate high of the week. If we don't channel and we break out, we could hit the 565 mark. Well, we should easily hit that, if not 567.50. Now, if we do channel, watch for a crack essentially under 539-ish area right through here for the move down to 558. Below that to 557.75. Then we get choppy, kind of go through the meteor shower down to 557.20. Got the low right there from Wednesday, the high right there from Tuesday of last week. Then down to 556. 556 down to around 554 will be my normal low of the week. My ultimate low of the week, if and when we somehow have like this crazy multi-day sell-off. I say crazy, but finally we have it because we haven't had too many here recently. Watch for the pullback down to say 550, 150, maybe down to 550. Somewhere in there would be your ultimate low of the week. Let's go through some more alphabetical time here. Over to Apple. Up in all-time highs. Same as you can see as the SPY. They've been finally running together there for a while. They were not. Now kind of paired together. I think Apple's one of the biggest, if not the biggest mover percentage-wise of what makes the SPY. The cap of it. I like this either way. The short on Monday looks amazing as of right now, back under 230 here, and especially under 229.50, then down to 228.75. Below that, down to 228, 227.80-ish area, and then below that, then we kind of staircase down from 227.30 to 226.60 to 226. 226 and then a dip down below to 225.50, 75 area would be a normal low of the week. Your ultimate low of the week could take it all the way back down to around 223.30, maybe down to 222. Maybe. That would be the SPY getting a big pullback as well. For your move back on up, I love it back over 230.60 for the move right up to around 230.65, 231.65, 231.30 area. Over that to 232 and a hair over it to 232.50. Over that, watch for a move up to that 233 area. That'll be my normal high of the week, right around 233. And just like the SPY, if it gets through those areas, watch for a pop to 235 and to 237.50. Apple moves a little bit bigger some days than the SPY does as far as number-wise, dollar-wise, and sometimes percentage-wise because of that. Because it's a lower price play. It could even see 240 by end of week for your ultimate high of week. So I wouldn't be surprised if it got there. AMD. I'm just kind of seeing that maybe we top out with some of these plays and start to channel a little bit. Not that we're back to all-time highs here, but we still could be creating this channel, as you can see. So back over 182, we'll call it 183. Watch for a pop to 184.50, 35 area. And over that, watch for a pop to 185. Over that, you can see where we're heading toward, which would be your highs from this past week, right around 187. That'll be my normal high of the week with your ultimate high of the week, taking it to 190. And could even see 192.50. For your move back on down, watch. I almost went to the next sticker. I was like, oh, look, because I don't know why. I was like, don't forget the short side. Under 180 is going to be key, in my opinion, for another move down to 177.50. Under 177.50, watch for a move down to around 175 for your normal low of the week. Your ultimate low of the week would then take it back down to this 173.25, 173 area, somewhere in between there. With maybe a move a little bit lower than that, but somewhere in here would be your ultimate low of the week, right through this area. Amazon, also as well, kind of based out up top, and I think that's why last week in my weekly preview, and any day I did alert it, this was still my normal high of the week because we could not get over it, and we're still kind of like that's what I'm looking for maybe this week with SPY, you know, AMD and Apple. So far we're up at that point to where we can maybe start to base a little bit. Right here we are basing with Amazon, so back over, we'll just call it 196 and 196.50. Watch for that pop up to 197 and over to 198. Over 198, watch for your pop to 199. I'm trying to, if I'm going to include, my point is what my thought process and why I pause there. Am I going to do 201 to 201.50 for your ultimate high of the week or your normal high of the week? And what I'm thinking about doing is that's going to be your ultimate high of the week. Your normal high of the week will be 198. Your ultimate high of the week would take it back up to 200 and a hair over it. For your move down, back under 194 here for a move to 192, 90, 193, and you can see the support where we're coming from. That'll be my normal low of the week. Maybe we just channel up, and that's the bottom of it, and 198's the top. Under the normal low of the week of 192.80, watch for the crack down all the way to 191, if not down to 190. Over to ARM. Again, one of those plays that could move to all-time highs this week. We need to get back over this 183 mark. Over Friday's high, we pop into 185 area, and over that, then we're to what, 186.50. Over 186.50, then you're at 187.50, and then you're up to 188, or 188.75 is what I was going to say, but 189 essentially. 189 normal high of the week. Ultimate high of the week would take it through 190 up to 192.50 or so. Back under 190, we'll call it, I should say, 179.80-ish area. All these little lower shadows under 178.50 is then when the real crack comes down. Under 178.50 in last Wednesday's low of day. Excuse me, watch for a pullback down to 177. Then underneath that to 170, this 175-ish corridor area, somewhere in here. That'll be my no. I will include that maybe we somewhere in here for your normal low of the week, 175 to 172.50. Your ultimate low of the week would be a crack of this 172.50 mark, and that'd be, I would imagine, everything across the board is getting a big pullback and sell off. We're kind of moving together again. We're starting to move, which I love. When these time frames come, when a lot of these stocks are starting to move up or down together, it makes it a lot easier to trade. You just pick your poison, essentially, so to speak. You know which stock you want the most. Under that mark, down to 170, maybe 168.75 area. Over to Google, again, channeling like Amazon, made that move up to all-time high, close to 200, and now back on down. Same thing as Amazon. Watch for move over different levels. Over 188.60, watch for a pop to 190. That'll be my normal high of the week, maybe a hair over it. Ultimate high of the week takes it back up to this 192 to 193 mark. For your low of the week, watch back under 186 for a move down to about 185. 50-ish area, and under that we have a nice good crack then down to 185, 184.75 area. Under that to 184 and down to about 183 for your normal low of the week, somewhere in here. Your ultimate low of the week would then crack it back down to 182, and then I don't think we get too much lower than that. Over to Meta. Real wonky play, you know, up to all-time highs last Monday, and then in the channel starting to get created, and then we're down big time the last 2 days, which a lot of stocks were on Thursday. This one didn't recover on Friday. A lot of others did. I would say for your move back on up, watch over 500 is going to be key here again for your move up to 502 and over 502 to 505, then 506.50, then about 508. Over 508, which will be my normal high of the week. As you can see here, that was a low also on that Thursday, high on Friday. Ultimate high of the week, take it back to 510 and over 510 to 513.50. For your move back on down, before I get away from this play, watch if we can't hold under 500 to crack back down to 487 or 497. Under that, then down to Friday's low of 494. 494 down around 493.50 will be my normal low of the week. Ultimate low of the week takes it to this 492.40 mark, and if we crack that, we will see the 490 mark. If not, the 488.75 area. Over to Microsoft, just like this is what? Ring a bell? Amazon, Google, up to all-time highs, then back down, creating this ugly channel. Over 456.30. See how these plays are starting to run together. It makes it a lot easier to trade. You just pick your poison at that point, which one you want to trade the most. Watch for move to 458 to 458.75, then to 460. Normal high there. Over 460, watch for pop back into about 460.85, and then over that to about 462. 462 up to about 463.50-ish area, ultimate high of the week. For the crackdown, under 452 to 450.50. Under 450.50 down to around 447.50, and then down to 456 or 446. 446 normal low of the week. 444 ultimate low of the week. Back over to NFLX, kind of the same thing. Had that chance to get to all-time highs, didn't crack this trend right here, and have been down since. A lot like Meta, right? Couldn't recover on Friday and even down more. Under this 645 marks, and really, because this is really far down again finally, we have a lot of charting that we can go through, and this could be a good play once we start cracking 640 and 635. So under 640-ish area, which would be my next support on the way down, watch for a move to 635. That'll be my normal low of the week. Your ultimate low of the week takes it all the way down to 640 or 630, if not down to 625. For your move back on up, watch over this 647.50 mark. Thursday's low of day to 650. Over 650, watch for a pop to 652.50, then to 655 for your normal high of the week. Your ultimate high of the week takes it back up to 660 and maybe a hair over it, which the lows before were like 662, 663 of the last channel. That would be your ultimate high of the week tops. NVDA here for a move back up over, we'll say 130-ish, 131.50. I love that area, especially 131 and 131.50. You're going to move to 132. If probably higher than that, but you'll get at least a Friday's high of day for sure. Then you're running to last Tuesday's high of 133. This was a play that we actually traded last Tuesday, and that 133.70 mark would be your next resistance. Then for a move to 134 to 134.50-ish area, somewhere in here to 135, I guess 135. That would be my normal high of the week, 135 or 134 to 135, somewhere in there. Your ultimate high of the week could take it back to 137.30. I just don't think we'll get back over that. For your move back on down, watch under this 128.70 mark for your move down to 127 and then down to 126. Under that to 125, that'll be my normal low of the week. Ultimate low of the week takes it back in all this congestion and trash for a move to 122, maybe 120. Over to Q. A lot like SPY, right? It usually is. Back over 495, watch for the pop to 496, possibly to 496.50. Over 496.50 to up here to 497.75 area. Over that, watch for a pop up to around 499.50 to 500 for your normal high of the week. Your ultimate high of the week takes it then to 550. Over that, then to 502. And over that, of course, you can see where your ultimate high of the week would be somewhere around 503 to 505. For your move back on down, watch under 494. Watch for a move down to 493.50, then down to 492.65. Under 492.65, then a move down to 490.85 to 490. Somewhere in here for your normal low of the week. Ultimate low of the week takes it all the way back down to 487, 488 area. Over to SMCI. Chop City, chop suey, baby. I'll just get straight to the up and down part. Normal high of the week, 435. Maybe a little dip or a little tip over it. Normal low of the week, down to around 870. Your ultimate high of the week would take it up to 950. Maybe even 970. You know what? I'll go, if normal high of the week's here, if we get over that, we're flying. We'll go to 950 easy, if not 970 for sure. And so on the way back on down, if we get under 870.65 area, watch for the crack down to around 835, 830 area for your ultimate low of the week. And last but not least here, Tesla with that huge move up. Really last week had the, kind of a lot like, what we've seen a lot of the plays, moving them back up on Friday. Didn't really give up a lot of gains though on Friday like some plays did. Watch for that downtrend and bull flag breakthrough Monday in pre-market to over 252 in Friday's high. Over Friday's high, we then run to around 253, 253.50-ish area, and then over that we're running to 255. Over 255 we'll see 258, and over that we'll see 259. 259 to 260 normal high of the week. Ultimate high of the week, watch for another pop back up close to 265 and the high 260s. For a move back on down, watch under 247.50 here. Under that down to 245. Under 245 to 242. Under that, watch for a crack to 240. And like my trade and swing that I told everyone on Thursday that I had into Friday, we killed this here. I should have went long, but I took this short on Friday or Thursday into Friday morning, and we made some pretty damn good bank, about $7 worth, because it did hit 233. But that is going to be my normal low of the week, that 233 mark. Ultimate low of the week cracks under 233. Yeah, because I think we could range. So a normal low here, ultimate low cracks it all the way down here to 230 and then to 225 area. There's your weekly preview. Small caps for you small cappers out there still have been pretty hot. A lot of plays have had no news though, so I think at some point I think that we may slowly die off. But for right now, we're still getting some good spikes. It's not as strong as they were, but we're still getting them. So keep your eyes ready pre-market. After the opening bell, we're getting some spikes. So stick around. See you next week for another weekly preview. Already halfway through the month and over the year team. It's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. See you next week.